flag on Simplex.
Hold on to your hats.
What is that, a ghost joke?
I have no idea. Well, it could have been. It wasn't, but that did have kind of a double meaning there.
Most definitely. So capture the flag on Simplex. It's going to be the first to 5 flag caps will win it. Flag at home to score. You're going to see the standoff for sure. Overshield's in the middle. It's going to be coming up dynamically every 2 minutes. You have the rail gun on purple side, and bottom middle you got the scatter shot, which can cause a little bit of havoc.
Yeah, we haven't seen it be, I'd say, too game-changing, at least in the game Scott and I have been doing together, but there's definitely been, a couple big kills. In close-range situations, it's certainly better than a battle rifle.
Yeah, to say the very least.
Especially on land, we saw somebody get a kill from a good, 10 feet away, which my scatter shot just would have not even hit them.
No, there's no hitting with that scatter shot on mine. Just give up.
Yeah.
Well, jumping on board with Dursky here, he's sitting in the back pillar here, and now basically what they're doing here is they're going to take a very, very different approach to this. What they want to do is they want to hopefully catch Classic making one dumb push in, and then they have a number, they have 4 on 3, and then they start gaining the ground, because now we see Mickwin's dead, and now you see Dursky's pushing up. There's another one, he's in a one-on-one battle with Chig, gets cleaned up from top middle, and now this is still going to be a 3 on 3, and now they still have the high ground, Mavs.
Yeah, and that, top middle and top purple, I'd say, would be the 2 power positions here. Now, top middle is hard to hold for long periods of time. Like, top T, you can kind of get comfortable there for a little while. Top middle, you can be shot from anywhere. But like you saw there, that's the easiest way to pick people off from the other power spots. You can just see everything. And that's one scary thing to fear when you're top purple.
Yeah. And I know I almost feel like we didn't do Dursky a service when we were talking about him. Dursky took second place at the final national championship in the MLG 2011 season. Hell of a player, very, very good teamwork, fundamentally sound. And the big thing about Dursky is he's like black coffee. You always know what you're going to get.
He's probably the most verbally positive Halo player I've ever played with.
Yeah, he's almost too nice.
Yeah, he constantly is like, good job, this, and it's fun. I mean, it's not for everybody, I guess, but it's fun. It's fun to play with. It brings you up.
Yep. So Classic actually was able to strike first there, and I wasn't actually paying too close attention to it to see how it unfolded, but it looked like Classic is not a team who's going to worry about getting 4 dead and running the flag. They want to kill one person really. Get in the base, pull the flag, and get out as quick as possible.
And I haven't seen, again, we haven't watched Chicken Russo as much as some of the other guys, but if I know my Mickwin, and I do, he's jumping at you.
Yeah, that's actually the one thing Mickwin told me. He said, the one thing we are really good at is just jumping directly at you.
Yeah, and aggressive play, if you only have 1 or 2 guys doing it, can be a huge hindrance to your team. But if you're all on the same page and you're just going 110 miles an hour at the other team, it's hard to deal with. It just makes the game so much more frantic. It takes teams that are maybe slower and more well-established and take them completely out of their play style.
Enable being taken out bottom middle, one of the Red Bull athletes himself, the red-headed wonder, the Red Baron, if you will. The man.
The gigantic ginger.
Gigantic ginger. G squared. So Enable coming off the respawn. There's a guy directly behind him. He's going to be cleaned up. That's not good for status quo because that's 3 members dead. And the members of Classic are only able to get the flag out just so far.
And what's, we just started, so I think it's safe to make predictions. What are your thoughts?
I really, my gut tells me Classic's going to win, and the reason I like Classic is just because of these game types. You go capture the flag on Simplex, you go Team Slayer on Abandon, you go Station 9, which Station 9 will probably go in favor of status quo, but then Game 4, the Dispatch, I don't see Classic losing that, and the reason I don't see him losing it is just because they're so aggressive. You have a player like Enable who is notorious as being kind of a statter, and he may be too passive.
Well, we'll see.
What about you, bud? Where are you going?
I don't know. I think it's going to go 5, though.
So wait. You put me on the spot, but you won't personally do it?
I'm going to pick somebody.
Well, you got to pick them. I'm waiting.
I'm going to go Classic just because the Mickey Poo.
The Mickey Poo. God, we play favorites in this. Jumping on board with Ace, he's running the flag out, and notice how there's 4 members of Classic alive. The flag's going to be a little bit spoiled here, bottom gold. You have Flamesword and Dursky still alive, both at gold side. Flamesword actually running all the way to the Classic base. He's going to kind of make a pay for this move, and a little bit of a whirl with the art. He's unable to clean him up.
They did get a touch.
They did get the touch here. Dursky going to be able to do this front jump up, and no member of Classic is in a position. We are all tied up with 5 minutes into the game, 1-1. Ace running around in the courtyard. He sees his two teammates kind of pushing on the gold side here, and there's no real need to push purple when your teammates spawn gold. It's not that big of a difference.
Well, that was a big cap because when you die in that spot where it's still kind of mid-map out in the open like that, it can be very, very hard to get that touch and move it forward. It's so easy to nade, it's so easy to bait, but that was a good cap.
Ace coming off the respawn here. Now Ace
does not want to use his ordnance. There it goes.
Yeah. Ace is one magical player, man, and the reason I say magical is just because he's been overshadowed by his brother at the beginning of his Halo career, and then he outshined his brother to the point where his brother didn't even exist. And then he teams with him at the last Halo Reach event. It's so unique to see.
Yeah, we got a lot of brothers here. We got Hoaxer and and that's the second time we've seen that happen today.
And it doesn't actually matter at all.
Apparently we're crushing so much there that it did not remotely matter.
So, jumping up
with 2 top middle right now.
Really good noob, putting shots in on the guy top gold. Mikwin is dead as well. That's going to be 2 members dead for Classic. Russo and Chig working hand in hand. They've been working together now for 2.5 years.
Yeah. And the key here is just you want to keep pushed up, because when you get, again, in that situation where you're trapped in your base, just to the point where you're getting spawn killed, it takes the fun out of the game in a hurry. So you just have to get 1 or 2 down and hold A and get out to mid-map.
Mikwin's going to lose this battle. Mikwin used to have long hair, now he has short hair.
Yeah, how about that? He looks like a different person.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have his lucky beanie on either, but I reevaluated things with him. I said, lucky beanie, dude, you had 2 top 8 finishes. Man, not that lucky, buddy.
Oh my, yeah, we haven't seen. Yeah, I heard Ghost and Bravo talking about a little bit, and here it is. So we haven't seen the carbine used all that much. I've seen it picked up a couple times, but not really used. And the kill time, from what I understand, is it actually a little bit faster than the VR now?
Yeah, it's a little bit faster. And Mikwin being host, this is going to be really nice for him.
For those of you viewers, sorry to interrupt you there, that don't know how to find out if you're host online or on land, that giant orange circle you just saw into the ordnance is the easiest way to tell.
Yep. It is the most clear-cut factor of knowing if you are host or not.
And I mean, obviously, online host is a much, much bigger factor. But even on LAN, and we haven't talked too much about this compared to past Halos. It's really, really varied in effectiveness for host. But in this game, from talking to the players, it's a huge deal. Not only does your BR register further, if you have that 4-shot trade situation, there are a lot of times where the host is going to get that kill, and the other person's shot doesn't necessarily always register.
Yeah, and it's almost as if it doesn't come out. It's essentially how it works. The person still ends up no shields, but it doesn't kill him.
And you even feel like you got that 4-shot out, and you may have got it, but it just evaporates sometimes, is what we've been seeing.
Mikwin caught with his pants down here, and the members of Status Quo have been pushing gold side this entire time, man.
Well, this would be the second event in a row for Mikwin when he was caught with his pants down.
Oh, God. Good times. Joe Pinocchio, you crazy, crazy man. Coming off the respawn here, gets a melee on the guy top purple. The overshield is up, and he's going to be able to get that at 49. So 1949, we can expect that second overshield. This is going to be a big change in the pace. And notice how he's not going to just wait around with it because it degenerates. He's going to get behind him, and Dursky not paying attention, didn't see the nade. In comes Mikwin with a couple shots and grabs the flag, and he's able to get a double kill.
I did not think he was going to finish that one off. But yeah, unfortunately there, he was trying to kind of come from behind and not take much damage so he could get that pull. Because if you get that pull of full overshield, a lot of times that leads to a cap, but yeah, I think it was Ace there that was kind of waiting for him.
Yep. Mikwin coming off the respawn. You see Russo bottom gold. He's going to go top gold. This is a little bit of a buddy system, and it's something I really like to do is work in pairs. Mikwin still pushing up. Has Dursky unable to finish him off. Sees the guy jumping top middle. Good shots and challenges.
Oh,
crazy play.
Almost.
Whew.
I'll tell you, we have to our left here, we have the FFA champion.
Yeah, we do have the beast mode himself.
He's like in Halo 2 form here.
Yeah, dude, he's
crushing.
He's scary.
And he tickles me less than Max, so that's always good.
Yeah, I actually like Legit a lot as a person.
Yeah.
I meant to team with him back in the day, but just...
Yeah, he was too snobby, I heard. He just didn't want to play with you.
Yeah, something like that. McWayne regaining the shield, sitting top purple here. Keep in mind, guys, this is the first of 5 flag caps. We'll do it, and we are 10 minutes into the game now as the clock's going to keep winding down. And that's going to be a grenade kill. That's going to be 3 members dead for Status Quo. Dursky, the only player alive, putting shots in from a ridiculous angle, pulls out the assault rifle, and he's able to take down a member of Classic. Yeah. And that's 2 members down. Now make that 3.
Even though Dursky couldn't get the kill right away there, getting him no shield was huge because he had 3 people coming off of spawn, and making it a scenario where he can just get that one shot across right off spawn is big, and that's basically what happened there.
Yeah, it's just like, just when you have the sniper rifle, like something I learned from Pistola in one of his commentary videos he did, is he said, I'm not worried necessarily about getting the headshot, I'm worried about just making them no shields because then they become obsolete.
Yeah, and what you just saw happen to McWayne there is something that you're going to see happening a lot more with the 4-shot. And granted, that was with the flag, but he got caught sprinting there. You got to be careful more than ever with these new settings. You get caught sprinting, there is a 99% chance you are not going to win that fight.
Ryan Noob winning his individual battle. Him and McWayne. McWayne setting up here. The overshield did already pop. And Flamesword jumping out, and he's going to get embarrassed by McWayne. McWayne has to make sure to stay alive here, taking shots down from bottom middle. Status Quo missing some communication there, and now I wonder where they're going to run this flag, Maven. They kind of got killed on both sides.
You can.
Yep, see, this is what I was afraid of. So when you kill them on both sides, what ends up happening here is you get the split spawn, and it's just really, really difficult. The only way you could really run it is bottom middle, and even still, you're going to get obliterated. So it's always a pain. That's why I kind of like overloading one side nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, the split spawn is probably the most frustrating thing for in a flag game type because it makes it almost virtually impossible to get that cap even at the halfway point when something like that happens, which you just saw. I mean, he was toast.
Yep. Ace being taken down, Enable getting a kill. Flamesword's dead as well as Dursky. This is going to be a 3-on-4 scenario. Or a 3-on-1, sorry.
3-on-4 scenario.
Well, I just said 17 people died, but it's a 3-on-4.
And this, I think, I mean, we both figured it'd be close, and thus far, I mean, it's neck and neck. We actually haven't really seen that many pulls, and I don't know if that's a patience thing, trying to play a little bit safer, or if it's just they've kind of been
I mean, as you've noticed here, notice the position is Status Quo. They still take kind of a defensive position, and the reason they do that is because they believe in the cycle game. They want to take their time and kill them, and it's a very, very different approach than what we're used to. But notice how, look, they have numbers now, and Ace is just pushing up instantly. And now look, now they have the middle ground. Members of Classic will be spawning in their base, and now Ryan Noob's able to take out Enable. The overshield's going to be coming up, and they're just going to take their time. Whereas members of Classic want to flip the map instantly.
Well, if you're 4 in your base, basically, whether you're spawning or whatever the case may be, if they have 4 up at mid map and you're trying to push out, you're going to get crushed. You need to kind of wait for them to push a little bit, get 1 or 2 down, and that's when you make that move and that big push out. So I think that's kind of what you meant by the patience they were showing there. They're waiting for a mistake or just kill or 2.
Ace getting his overshield completely burned. Russo's going to be able to take him out. This is going to be a 3-on-3 scenario. We do have the railgun in the hands of Dursky, of Status Quo. Flamesword coming off the respawn. Enable actually positioning himself top purple. And that's actually the spot he said he really, really likes because, well, the 4-shot's there and he plays a very slow sensitivity.
Yeah. And that's been, I don't know if we've seen, you and I were kind of talking about whether we'd see some bumps in sensitivity with these new 4-shot settings because the game does play. I mean, it plays a little bit faster. It has to. I mean, people are dying quicker. But I haven't noticed anything. I haven't heard anyone say that there have been any major changes, but that's not usually the thing you want to focus on at an event.
Yeah. The one thing that I do notice is that, hold on. That's a big double kill there. That's going to be 3 members down for Classic, as McWayne's going to be the only one coming off the respawn here. He's going to drop down, get his eagle on, and the flag guy's going to come. He's going to be able to take him out, and there's another guy, and he's going to be cleaned up. Status Quo still in the driving seat, man.
Yeah, he wanted that punch there. There's really not much of a better feeling than smacking somebody with the flag.
Enable able to stay alive here. We see as Dursky's going to position himself on this back tower, and I believe the reason he does that is because when he's up there, it may not cancel out the purple spawn, so he can get a spawn kill.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know if it does or not.
There ever. We've seen them do that several times this game already.
Yeah.
And, they said that there's 4 down for Classic right now. 2 just came off spawn. They said they had some tricks. So
That's the
I
cap,
don't know,
man.
That's maybe something we just
That's
saw.
a big cap. 50 seconds left in regulation here. As Dursky's going to be caught bottom gold, and he's finally going to be taken out. That's 2 members down for status quo. Make that 3.
And Mickwin did just get the overshield, I believe.
Ace is the last one. Overshield coming into the base. It's going to be Mickwin. Mickwin jumping up the front. He is the host. He's going to grab this flag. He's jumping straight out bottom middle. The members of status quo are spawning back base, and then Dursky wisely is going to move over to the right side and try to influence his teammates spawn. And ooh, he's not taking any route here. And Mickwin's going to be able to cap this flag relatively untouched.
Yeah, he didn't really lose his overshield until he was hitting the halfway point, and that's typically going to be a cap.
Oh yeah, the scatter shot is open there, up in the ground. So now we're going to go past regulation as it looks, unless Classic keeps the pressure on, which they are. There's only 1 member alive for status quo.
Are we going to get our first overtime game here, Scott?
Well, 5 seconds, Maven. You tell me, bud.
I believe we might.
I think there's a 7% chance.
And this, for those of you maybe not familiar, I know the viewers have kind of been going up all day. In this scenario, it becomes similar to like your golden goal in soccer. I mean, it is first cap, sudden death, winner take all.
Yep, and if for whatever reason it goes through this 15 minutes, we restart the game, and we play till someone gets a flag cap.
We've never, I don't think I've ever really had that.
We never have had that. Luckily on a drift, it's flag at home,
we don't have to have any more of those 7.5-minute standoffs.
That's dreadful.
It's your favorite thing.
Well, it's 3-3 here. Maven Dursky coming off the respawn, getting that under the base spawn. Flame Sword is positioned top gold. And the members of status quo love gold, man. They love it.
They do, yeah. I feel like a lot of teams try to kind of steer clear of gold, but they've been all over it.
4 members alive for Classic here as they're starting to push down. Dursky still dead. Member of status quo going down. Dursky coming off the respawn, getting these same spawns. He knows that the enemy's pushing in from gold, and he's just kind of baiting this. Very good play.
And Ryan, who did just lose the railgun top purple, but I don't think he grabbed it. Whoever got the kill, I think just left it sitting there. Still had 2 or 3 shots in it. Some people aren't a big fan of the railgun.
This is big. This is big. The 1345 overshield that just dropped is in the hands of status quo's Enable. Enable actually is forced to be a little bit aggressive here as Rhinoob's actually going to embarrass someone with the pulse grenade. Enable going in. He's going to be able to grab this flag. 2 members of Classic dead. Russo behind the flag carrier. He is able to hit him with the nade.
This might be
Enable punches him in the face with the flag. The flag is already over to the status quo side of the base. Rhinoob's desperately trying to get there. They are able to stop the flag carrier. Dursky in his face catches Chig with his pants down. That's going to be Chig down. 10 seconds to get a flag touch on here. They have the world in their hair.
SQ just needs to worry about getting a kill or 2 before rushing out for the touch.
No. This is good for them. Rhinoob comes in with a scatter shot, and that's going to be a double kill. And this may be the flag dead.
I don't know if he didn't see the other guy there or what happened. He kind of looked like he got a bit turned around there.
Dude.
Wow. It was hard to see because I wasn't looking at his point of view. I was kind of on the body there, but it looked like he didn't see the other guy.
Wow. Shocker.
I mean, he had a chance to really make a play there with the scatter.
Well, he jumped up and he got that double kill, man, and he kind of did his job, but that last guy, that was...
Yeah, he turned like he was going to get the recover, or maybe he thought somebody else was coming from the other... I don't know. It looked looked a little awkward. Like he was a little confused maybe where they were.
Taking a look at the stats here, ASAP Flame Sword, 34 kills, 36 kills for Ace. Enable, 28 assists. My God. On the other side, we have Chig with 32 kills, Rhinoob with 30, and I'm reading to the projector to my left, so that's why.
I'll tell you what. I mean, you never want to have a -11 game, but if you're gonna drop a 28 bomb for assists, that'll get it done.
You know, dude, it was so weird because that game was so back and forth, and you know, that overshield, man, like we always say, dude, that overshield in the overtime is really, really good. And that's something that Diesel does very, very effectively. It stays on top of those times, even past the overtime. Because a lot of people aren't used to that, but, you know, it does make a difference. So salute to Joe Fries for staying on top of that.
Yeah, what you said with the back and forth, it never really, for a long period of time at all, seemed like anyone really had control. It just...
Nope. Well, game number 2 is coming in hot. Team Slayer on Abandoned, Gandhi alongside of Maven. We are jumping on board with the man who just had the most kills, who normally never gets the most kills, Flame Sword.
Seems like you have a lot of confidence in him.
Well, no, it's not that. He's just, you know, he's similar to Richie Hines, but he plays Claw. He's a default player, and he still plays Claw.
I know Hines is just known. He basically starts a lot of the battles for Ambush.
Yeah, and so here comes a little bit of a jump here. Look at this assault rifle. And the reason why he's using this assault rifle is just to weaken their shields. And it's all about inflicting as much damage as humanly possible. So they're up by 4 kills. Here's Flamesword's going to be able to get away. And just a little bit about Abandon here. You have the overshield spawning up dynamically in the middle of the map, right at that tree. You have the sniper in the top gold. You have a railgun coming down 3 minutes after the game starts. So it's going to come up at 12, 9, so on and so forth. And then you have the scatter shot on the back beach.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different strats to it. You know, going to go over it again for new viewers, but a lot of people like to set up gold side. That's where the sniper is. Overshield is always very important, but it's kind of in a weakened state since the update came out. It goes down much, much faster without actually being damaged. But still, you either have the people that kind of stay back gold with the snipe or like to try and make that play through purple for the overshield. It's fun to kind of see how different teams handle that.
Jake does have a sniper for Team Classic here, so we're going to jump on board with him, and no surprise here, the sniper is going to be positioning top gold, and then you're going to see a lot of people start getting ring control. And the one thing I want you guys to pay attention to on this map, watching Classic, is the nerdy jumps they're going to do. Oh God, where did he come from? Yeah, and so, you know, the nerdy jumps that Classic does is just unreal.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's one of the things I didn't actually really realize, but that's one of the things Ryan is known for. You know, I saw him tweet the one day, he's trying to get back to his roots, you know, kind of figuring out tricky jumps, and Miquin said, you know, together they found out, especially like Station 9, just some nades that apparently are going to blow our minds, so it'll be fun to see those.
Well, the overshield's getting ready to drop. We are going to go to an Astro listen in and see how the members of Classic plan on getting this overshield.
He's one behind me. Might be we got blue.
5 seconds.
Four main up.
Ace one shot. Ace one shot. Bottom main.
They're gonna be on it. Flames one shot at purple tangle.
There's one shot on it.
Got him. Nice.
Got it.
Ace one shot main up still.
They have OS.
Yeah, they have OS. Rain 3 flying at me, purple. He's going purple pit.
I have new snipe. I have new snipe.
Main ramp. He's ring 2.5 probably. Got it.
I spawn behind him.
I have new snipe.
Another one on me. Need help.
Ring 2.5.
Suppressing me. I need help. Railgun in 30 seconds.
Railgun in 30
seconds. 3 guys at ring. Durski's out of OS. Durski's out of OS.
Ring 3.
Only down by 1, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Just make sure you watch flanks.
Railgun in 20 seconds. Main ramp. Lighting me up. 2 guys main ramp. 2 guys main ramp to ring 3.
Stay out, Austin.
I couldn't, dude.
Ring 3.
Where'd they go?
They're sitting main ramp.
I'm hiding at gold. He's bottom magic. Bottom magic.
Box is Ace. Ace bottom gold. Ace bottom gold. Magic gold, Ryan.
They're pushing you.
2 guys. 2 weak. 1 shot magic gold.
1 shot top gold. 1 shot on the sniper spawn. Austin, that's you on the sniper.
This kid dropped. I got a double.
Nice.
On the sniper still.
Rails up. I left the ring 3.
He's still up there.
I missed my jump. He's on to your left. He's on
There's 2 guys. Another one weak sniping. 1 shot top gold sniping. You got him. He's dead. Look main ramp. Look ring 3. Look ring 3.
I'm getting nade at gold.
I have snipe.
You're fine at gold. You're
Austin,
fine at
live.
purple.
Here,
He got me, dude.
alone.
I went for rail. He jumped at me.
Where's
2 guys pushing through P. 2 guys pushing
Yep,
through
P now.
Main ramp.
They got rail. They have rail. 1 shot bottom main ramp.
Going purple right now.
Yeah, there's 2 guys.
They have
I hit
rail.
him with
He's bottom.
ring 2. Oh, it's a
He's
fucking
going ring
hollow.
1. Going ring 1 right now. Ring 1. Austin.
And cave 1 shot. Cave 1
One shot
shot.
trailer.
Fine.
One shot trailer, Kyle.
We didn't get him, Kyle. You gotta get him.
Yeah, I see ya.
5 boxes.
You didn't get him.
Boxes.
I got railed from magic gold. Binding my.
He got Enable got away. Bottom ring. Bottom gold.
30
Okay,
seconds
one shot top gold.
30 seconds to west.
Absent top gold magic side.
Hide
They
ring
just
3.
keep flanking, man.
47. OSF 47.
Rail at magic.
Two guys
top gold.
trailer. Sniping magic lift. Bottom magic lift.
Yep. He saw me. I'm up here.
He lifted, I
He's ring
think.
3. Ring 3.
20
seconds, guys. 20 seconds.
I'm ring 3.
No, I saw one.
Alright, we gotta get OS.
I
Seven
got
magic.
it.
Top gold weak. Ace.
Watch to make sure they don't flank
Are we
us
on
like
OS?
purple.
Watch this purple. Watch that
I'm
purple.
pushing on OS.
Pushing ring 3 with sniper.
Nobody's
Couple
watching purple right
plasma
now.
pistols in him. He's 1 shot. Bottom gold court. I'm
It's in
running.
5 seconds. 5
There's
seconds.
there's
Purple bridge. One shot.
That's a sniper.
Mike purple. He's got a sniper right there.
Purple bridge. They have OS. Okay, they have OS.
Oh, dude, that's not good.
I have snipe. Back
Yeah.
up.
I'm one shot. Back it up.
I got one. I traded.
Back up where?
Bon,
Two bonfire.
OS is bonfire. Go ahead, do that. Nice. Another one. OS is bonfire. Oh, Mike. Nice, Mike.
Back up, Mike.
Nice.
Back up, Mike.
Good job. Let's go.
Watch
guys.
blue
Let's
smoke.
go.
We have beach.
Yeah.
New, set up for new.
They're the enemy, so they know
Yeah,
I'm
I'm getting
here.
scattered. Don't
They know
die.
I'm here.
Don't die. Back up. Help Sean. Help Sean.
Keep
I'm
running.
gonna get out of there, man.
Yo, ring 3 now. Mick
got
Wen.
it, Sean.
All right, Mick Wen's ring 3. And Mike purple.
Run
Check.
it again.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
I'm at blue.
Might
Where?
be ring 3
I got a
though.
blue
Yo,
spawn.
yeah, ring 3 now.
I got blue spawn.
Yo, on me, guys. Ring 2
No,
after
man,
him.
no.
I'm trying to help you out. Yeah, Ian, you don't have help. Get out of there.
I do scatter. I need help with scatter right here. Ring 2.
Still.
Ring 3.
You know.
Mickwin's ring 3. Ring 3 weak, Mickwin. And there's a guy on me, purple bridge.
I got shots. You're fine. You're fine. Good shit.
Nice.
Ring 3, remember
Two.
Mickwin.
Ring 2. Ring 3. Ring 3.
Aaron, I'm
Yo, yo,
like,
yo.
Magic tree. And ring 3 weak.
Ring one,
Ring
ring
2
one.
and a half.
Magic sniping. Magic sniping.
2.5 weak. 2.5 weak.
Cheeks.
Got me, dude. Scatter. Purple bridge. Chasing. Purple bond. Purple bond. No,
Weak
get the
shot,
scatter.
two
Purple
shots.
bridge.
Finish that.
I'm on main.
Stay alive. Get him weak. I'm here.
Yo, Blue Bridge right now, Russo.
Bring
Or
one,
Ryan,
bring one.
Ryan,
Bye,
Ryan,
Mike.
Blue Bridge.
Two of them. But don't worry.
Yo, Blue Bridge, Ryan.
In
What snipe? What
boxes.
snipe?
In boxes. Stay alive. We're up by 2.
Ryan's Blue Bridge with snipe, guys.
All right.
He probably ran.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
yep.
It is up here.
I'm rank 3. Where?
No, man.
Dude.
Where?
He's seen- I
That
don't know.
purple
Yo,
chick.
Ryan sniping Magic Tree. Roger.
Let's just scatter down Purple Bridge.
Ryan's weak. Ryan's
I
one
got
hit
sniped.
magic.
I'm one shot.
2.5.
I'm one shot. I'm one shot, Ian.
Two and a half.
I'm
We're all
purple
low,
bridge.
guys.
Aaron.
Let's ring
All
three.
low, Purple side, guys.
Relax,
Coming
yeah.
up. Let's up.
Yo, ring 3. Ring 3.
three.
Stay alive.
Yeah, we need to control that main ramp.
Obi,
Add
Obi.
purple.
We need
Shakes
control
on
main
the
ramp.
left,
Get main
purple
ramp.
then.
Get
Stay
main
alive,
ramp.
so we can.
I'm at purple. Aaron, get main
Yo,
ramp.
I'm at blue.
Stay
I'm
alive,
blue.
Sean. Stay
I'm
alive,
blue.
Sean.
I got blue.
Yo, someone get this Ubi. Someone get this Ubi. I'm going right now.
I'm going.
How are you dying?
Guys.
Because we're getting fucking rushed from purple. I've been saying
Calm
some
down,
time.
calm down.
Relax. Ring 3 now. Ring 3, Russo.
They got rail. They just got a fresh rail.
Yo, I'm flanking behind him.
I don't know
Oh,
where the
no,
sniper is.
blue curve with snipe.
All right.
Blue
Time's
curve.
over, shield.
Hold on, Mike. I'm gonna go purple.
I'm pushing. I'm purple
Don't let him
bridge.
flank low on me.
Aaron, watch
up?
blue.
Purple.
Aaron, watch blue.
Alright, I'm
46.
watching your purple right now.
Ring 3, 2 of them. They're trying to combo me.
I'm behind him.
And you.
Ring 3 on the
Yeah,
left.
there's-
Ring 3 on the left.
Lefty,
And on the
left.
left. There's one to your right. One to your right and left.
All right, yo, I got one. Another one up there.
Where's it?
I can't see. He's on the P shooter. I
Yeah,
think.
he's
I
still
don't
up there. I got you. Mick one's still up there on
Yo,
P2
still
right.
on, Mike.
Nice, I got Mick one.
No, Mike, stay
roll
alive.
down.
Pro bridge.
Boxes.
Purple bridge on you.
Russo's weak.
Where's the one time? Got nice help.
Ring 2. Ring 2.5. I wasn't fucking looking at ring 2.5.
Doing that right now. I got him.
Behind
Get
you,
it,
main
scatter.
flank no, ring
I hear you. I
ring.
ran.
He's half.
Fight,
Go, snipes up. Going for snipe. 2 ring 3.
There's a blue bridge. One shot. Mick
Yo,
one.
there's 3 there. There's 3 blue bridge.
3 blue bridge.
Go
Magic,
Magic and blue bridge. Magic and blue bridge. Aaron, might be up
Ryan
there.
was weak.
Run
Ring
from
three.
Top
side.
goal, guys. Top goal.
Sean snipe.
Forward, Ryan was blue trailer. Got him.
Sean snipe.
ring three.
Ring 3. Main side. One shot. Make one snipe. Probably.
Ring 1.
Yeah,
Ring 1.
make one got snipe.
Where at?
It's
Magic
legend,
tree.
blue
Magic
curve.
tree. He knows you're there, Sean, and you're getting hit from flank from ring 1.
I need a
He's
blue
still on
curve.
me, guys.
He's highlighting. I need help.
Ace is purple gold, one shot, purple gold, one shot, bottom gold.
I got him. Another sniper's down bottom magic. Sniper's down bottom magic.
Nice,
Guys, let's go. Sniper's down bottom magic. Bottom
Say
magic
top
still.
gold.
Ring 1.
I'm okay.
I got
Together, don't spread out
I got
long.
spawn killed.
Top gold.
Ring 1.
Top gold. This guy top gold as well.
Ring 1.
Two ring gold, two ring three.
Ring 3.
Stay alive, ring 3 off, Ryan, two guys.
Bottom gold, I got him.
Jump into Ryan, jump into Ryan, top gold.
Good job. I got bottom gold court. I have no help.
He dropped.
Gonna left on you. Gonna left on you, I
Oh, we
think.
can't keep dying.
Coming up magic. Coming up magic side.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine that we can
I
able.
died. Fuck.
43 to 40 here, Maven.
What did we
Status
just see with
quo
the
is
shield there?
he bank shotted it.
I
bounced it off the ground?
toe or if he bounced off the ground.
Bounced it.
That was ridiculous.
Flamesword using this assault rifle, or Mikwin, sorry. We saw Flamesword using it so much earlier. They are down by 5 kills here, and they do have ring 2 control. But the thing is that it's very, 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 very dependent on this overshield right now,
Oh,
man.
absolutely. This could definitely make or break through. He just picked up another kill though. I mean, 6 kills here is going to be tough to overcome. Without
Oh,
the
look at
overshield,
Dursky.
just being annoying there with that little
This is
ledge.
game. This is looking really good. Ace just got the overshield. He's getting ready to drop down.
And this will
Mikwin's the
be
last
it.
player,
This,
and that is all she
Not
wrote.
much he could do there. And you know, we were talking about how Mikwin was just going at people, but 16 kills.
Yeah,
There's so
dude,
much
he
for
was
need to slow
flying.
down.
yeah, he was flying, man. So it is now status quo 2, classic 0. We are going into game number 3, station 9 extraction. We'll talk about that more right after we see a little bit of some stats. Little stats.
Yeah.
The
Hopefully,
statisticians.
we'll see. We have to look over at our side screen here. Maybe this person will be kind enough to display them for us.
Nah. They're gonna slap hands and all that
again.
stuff.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
Taking a look at the stats here for half a second.
It looks like Enable went +6, Dursky +3. So Enable, the +6 is big.
Oh, it's huge. That's a big game too, because when you lose that first game, like, it was a heartbreaker, right? Like, status quo, they won that last one. It was a heartbreak for Classic, right? Because Ryan was in a position where he could have stopped it. Then that game too, it's a swing game, right?
Yeah.
It really, really is. And that's what Classic needed, was that game. So going into game number 3 here, Station 9, the members of Classic know how to play this. They've been playing a lot longer than status quo members have, but.
Yep. I mean, they're down 2-0. They gotta win.
I mean, they have to. Their backs are against the wall. But, how many times have we seen it, in the past where the team's down 2-0, they win this game, they come into game 4, and it's dispatch, capture the flag, they win game 4, and then they force a game 5. Like, anything can happen. That's the beauty.
Oh,
It's so sheer
love
beauty.
Love it. And I'd like to get to that dispatch game because we've talked. We think Classic might have the edge there. But then again, all the strat talk we're getting from Enable, I want to see it.
And Squid Grip, if you're out there, we know that we look like Easter. Okay, we get it. All right. I'm not worried about it. All right, We did on, you know, in fact, tomorrow I'm wearing the green shirt. He's wearing the purple.
It's like hard for me to look at us.
Yeah, it is hard. Well, anyways, going into game number 3, Station 9 Extraction, Gandhi alongside Maven GNM. We're going into Station 9 Extraction. Once again, Classic is down 0-2.
Got myself slouching again.
Yeah, well, you know, you're a sloucher.
Oh, a posture.
I'm going to uppercut you. Station 9 Extraction here. This is going to be the first of 5 extractions. Will win it. Maven, how do the extractions go? Give me a little rundown here, bud.
Well, the big thing here, which we've talked about time and time again, is you don't have a lot of time. Like what changed kind of from what Ghost's original settings were in the throwdown, where instead of being a minute, it is on the 40-second timer, or 45-second timer.
Yep.
And the original arm is much quicker.
It's 3 seconds.
We've kind of been debating, you know, one of the things kind of argued among pro players is whether you have time kind of for 1 or 2 good pushes to actually convert. And we're starting to see more and more here. You really got one solid shot. I mean, top middle's a little bit different because a lot of times you get this top spawn, it can make an easy push, but once you get down to the bottom and top of green and yellow, it's one solid push a lot of times.
A really good noob with the Rockets. He's going to miss one, take out his teammate with the other, or himself with the other, and that's going to be 3 members dead for status quo. And here comes, that plane's kind of soiled, so no sale really on the status quo push. Now they really have to set up for the next one.
And the big thing that you really just need to avoid, and what I've personally noticed, you know, happening to me a lot in my team when it would actually be converted, you need to avoid those all dead situations.
Oh yeah.
You have to, because just having one person up, even if maybe the other team has 3, you have a grenade, you have ammo, you can make a big play to stop that conversion. So those 4 down scenarios where you really have to watch out for.
Ace getting caught right here in the corner, but he's doing a great job at staying alive. The main thing you're going to notice about these pro players, if you're an amateur player and you're looking to get better, is one, they have big... Oh, come on! Thief.
Would have been our first over.
The other thing I was getting ready to say is their ability to stay alive. You want to be the hardest kill possible.
Yeah, and that's why many people consider Pistola to be the best player right now. It says he's just annoying. He just does not die. He stays alive.
He's the worst in the world to play against, man.
He stays alive.
I literally hate playing against him.
Yeah, it's tough, and that's, you know, this, you know, this map more than most others is just all about staying alive. Clearly, every game type you want to stay alive, but this especially, you really have to if you want to win.
So, members of Status Quo kind of not even existent on this map right now. They're just getting mopped up by the members of Classic. But look, here comes the push again. This is going to be 2 members down for Status Quo. Mikwin doing a little bit of damage to Dursky here. Dursky should be able to be taken out, and there he goes. He's down. This is going to be a 3-on-2 situation in favor of Classic. Yeah,
you know, SQ got that first arm, but they got that converted within like 5 seconds.
Well, look at this, right? So the members of Status Quo are pushing in, and now Flamesword knows they could only spawn 2 spots, either bottom red or bottom blue, so they fly at both of them, take out Mikwin, and now they have a 4-on-3 push. Very smart move. So basically what happens is when you die green or yellow, you can only spawn red or blue. And it's the same for, it's interchangeable. So you always have to have your head kind of on a swivel.
Yeah, and a lot of times, you know, we've talked about you just flooding top middle, pushing top middle to keep prevent people from putting shots on the arm from top middle, especially when they're on these 2 top sides. And that's what we've seen people doing a lot.
Yeah, Mikwin is finally starting to heat up, man. He is not missing right now. He's winning all individual battles. And now here comes Russo coming for an arm. Disarm, rather, excuse me. Ace is going to be right there. He's going to be able to kind of cancel out the plans, but they do have 15 seconds. The Rockets are coming up. And now this is where you start getting into the question, do we make the push for this one, or do we just give up on it? And here comes the double kill. They actually do have a position to do it. And Dursky, humongous play. Mikwin has to stay alive. He's going to be taken out. That's a big play.
That second rocket, I think he was going for a headshot.
Yeah, he was, screw splash damage, bro.
And yeah, the other thing here to mention is just, not even before the weapon update really, is the light rifles in this map are just so valuable, because when you have that top yellow or green, you know, you can kill them so quickly when they're trying to convert and you're across map.
Yeah, you know what's the one thing I've noticed this weekend is that, well, DMR useless.
Yeah, we really haven't seen it used all that much because, I mean,
Flamesword missing 2 rockets there, was able to clean up 1 kill. I was just getting ready to say, Flamesword's known for having some amazing rockets.
Yeah, well, that wasn't beautiful. But yeah, we really haven't seen it DMR used at all. I mean, if you have the choice between the DMR and the light rifle, you're picking the light rifle.
Yeah,
I mean, the
that
kill time
increased
now
rate
is
of
just
fire
absurd.
when you zoom in is just amazing, amazing. So now the new extract is going to be going over to top yellow. The next one after that will be going to top middle. So this is going to be interesting here, or bottom yellow, excuse me. It's going to be interesting here to see how the members of Classic do this because Mikwin is coming off the respawn here. Rynoob and Chig are both dead, and you know, when it's like a 2-on-4 scenario, you kind of just like hide.
Yeah, in my opinion here, I mean, they're up 3-1 right now. So Classic's in a pretty good spot. There's only 30 seconds or so left on this one. I would just say set up, get to the next one, get that fourth. You don't need to go hog wild to try and get this, and they're not at all doing what I said.
No, not at all. They basically told you to go screw yourself.
Yeah, and that makes me nervous because when you die and there's only 10 seconds or so left, I mean, yeah, they're going to get another spawn, but you might get a spawn extremely far from the next extraction.
Yep. Well, we are just a little over 5.5 minutes of gameplay here. We are getting ready to go to an Astro listening to see how the members of Status Quo plan on coming back.
Just happened.
Yeah.
Watch out, right corner. Watch out, right corner. No one's up. Yellow door.
I'm red street. I did it.
Yo, weak, left corner.
Yeah, Chick's on your left.
Shake one shot left corner.
One shot, Aaron. There's 2 on Ian.
Make one,
2 on Ian.
I got it.
die,
Blue street, flank
Yo,
me.
blue street,
Top-
and
yeah,
still in that
top green,
corner.
Yo,
top green,
6 with it. 6 with it.
Watch
Still
out.
alive, yo, I got a
Top
bad
green
spawn.
weak, guys.
Watch out, top
I
mid.
got one.
Top,
Alive, Ian, still alive.
watch out, top green.
Yo, blue
Yeah,
street.
yeah, right
Blue
there.
street.
We got numbers.
I'm
Stay
looking
alive,
top green. Yo,
Aaron.
blue street, guys. Blue street.
Blue street.
I backed him up. Top green. Ryan, stop
Stay
green.
alive, guys.
Ryan, stop green.
Yeah,
Blue street
Blue
right
street
now.
also.
Blue street.
2 green,
Got
2
it.
green.
Blue street,
2 green.
I'm
one
3
hit,
green, 3 green, stay alive.
Make
Stay
us
alive,
watch out.
3 green, 3
Yeah,
green, 3 green.
Watch out, green. Blue street.
Your left, guys. That blue.
Russo's weak.
Jumping out,
Russo's weak.
Chick.
I got
We
him.
got 2 on 2.
It's 2 on 2, guys. Stay
Oh, I
alive.
got him.
Mike, 2 on Mike. Mike, just
Back
stay
up,
alive.
back up.
He has to go for it. Just stay there. Just stay there. You got it.
We got it.
Mike,
Jumping,
Mike,
jumping,
Mike,
jumping him down.
One
Weak
shot,
time
Ryan,
mid.
kill top. Weak time mid, weak time mid.
Green.
I spotted it.
Ryan's going, blue
Aaron,
street.
bait it, Aaron, bait
Hey, yo,
it.
top green, kill the top green guy.
He's going
Top
top
green.
green
Yes,
right
top
now.
green. Make one with it.
Watch out, Rock's top mid on you guys, Rock's top mid on Ian,
I'm
flanking
pushing.
you.
Get more.
He's going top yellow.
Is he?
Two guys blue street.
Yeah.
Two guys blue street. Bottom blue street.
Minus 2,
Two
minus
guys
2.
top green, two guys top green. Don't jump out. Ryan, you need to run.
Long, one long, one long.
Ryan's gonna lose
2 top
rockets.
mid.
Ryan, I'm here.
2
Ryan,
top
I'm
mid.
here.
Above you, to your
Nice.
right.
I got one.
Joy, Joy,
I didn't.
Yes, one rocket up there.
One rocket left.
It's in the two.
He's one shot to your left.
Bottom long,
I
one
wait for
shot.
that rocket. One shot top green.
We gotta start getting this. We're 4 dead.
We might want to wait.
Where they going?
Bottom yellow. He's on the long haul.
And top mid flanking. Blue. Top mid to blue.
30 seconds left for this one.
Cross the
One
way.
shot.
Flame, one shot. There's.
Alright, make
I'm
sure you-
long,
keep
challenging.
living,
Weak.
keep living.
He's weak.
Alright.
Push long, push long.
20 seconds left. We gotta
One
start
hit.
getting
I'm
to the
weak.
new one.
I got
Get to
naded.
the new
Top
one.
mid,
New
top
one.
mid, top mid.
New one.
I got
Top yellow,
naded
guys.
again.
Top blue, top
I'm
mid
one
from
shot.
blue, Durst.
I'm one.
Durst,
Hide.
Durst can be top
Hide,
mid.
guys. We can't hope.
We got me, enable.
We can
On the
even
old.
Weak top
challenging.
mid. Durst gets one shot top mid.
Enable's weak and long. Bottom, old long.
Back up.
Push yellow,
Back up,
push yellow,
guys.
pushing yellow, pushing the yellow open.
I'm weak.
I'm absolute, I can't challenge.
can't get it.
Jetpack weak.
They're
Jetpack
pushing
weak.
top mid. They're pushing top mid to yellow.
I spawned green. I spawned behind him
Somebody
green.
flank blue
Yeah,
red.
jetpack. I traded.
Nice.
Yellow door, one shot.
If I come
No one,
down,
ace,
Two more,
ace.
two more, two more, two more, two more. Last two, last two, last
one
two.
shot.
We're gonna kill him. No,
Charge
I'm jumping at you,
One
weak.
shot, Ryan.
Good job, Brian. Good job, Brian.
Get it.
Go for it, go for
I'm
it.
top mid.
Go for it.
Top green with
I'm on
light.
it.
You're good.
I'm one
I got
shot
him.
on it.
You're good.
I got it.
I'm blue ramp right now, I'm blue ramp right now.
All right, come on, guys. 2 in a row. 2 in a row.
Bottom
Bottom. Alright, live.
He's weak. He's weak. Ace.
I got naded.
Top mid. Top green.
Top yellow, yep, top.
Enable's here
Just don't
too
die,
weak.
just don't die,
Enable's here
just
too
don't die.
weak. Yeah,
Keep
I'm
it
not.
I'm gonna die.
Come into this window.
I was stuck top mid. I was stuck top mid.
Alright, go top
Let's
middle.
press
Ramp
top
to
mid,
top
yeah.
mid. Two guys
Two-
moving top mid.
two guys
Pushing
top
yellow door.
green.
Yellow door.
Watch
You
out,
guys
watch out,
left.
watch out.
You guys have left.
I got nice. Last two guys. Top middle and top.
Dude, top mid got me. Top mid got me.
Mike.
He's on the
On it,
arm
on
as
it,
well.
on it.
On the arm as well. You got a challenge. You got an arm. Oh.
One shot at it,
Got
man.
him.
Rockets in
Top middle,
30
top
seconds.
middle, top middle. My rush, man.
Mike, jump out. I'm gonna get this.
Two
30
guys.
seconds, Rockets, guys. 30 seconds. We gotta get this one.
Jump out, kill him.
I got one.
Last
I got
two.
two.
Top
I got
middle.
two.
Last three. Top
I
middle.
died.
Last two.
I got
Last
two.
guy.
Go for it.
Last guy. I'll
Where?
get it. I'll get it.
Oh, crossway.
Oh yeah, he's weak. He's really
You
weak.
don't die. Just. All right. I'm one shot.
You got.
Mike, you
You
gotta
gotta get him, Mike.
You got to jump at him.
Nice.
One shot,
one shot.
Rockets in
It's still
15,
one
guys.
shot. Go
Rockets in
blue ramp,
15.
blue ramp.
I'm absolute, I'm
Blue
absolute.
ramp weak.
But right, yellow close.
I got shots, Ryan.
I ran away. I'm
Two
coming
there,
back.
two there.
Back down,
There's
Mike.
Ken Ryan
Back down,
weak.
back down.
man.
Watch
Watch y'all open. Watch
Top
y'all
mid
open.
red.
5
Watch out,
seconds,
top
Rockets.
mid.
Yeah,
There's-
flames one shot top mid.
Rest for ramp,
Rockets.
rest for ramp.
Top middle.
Behind it.
Top yellow
Get
behind me.
rockets. Get rockets.
One shot. Top yellow.
Stay alive, stay
Two on
alive.
it. Two on it. Two on it.
You last guy.
Wait,
Yeah.
They're gonna have
How do
Rockets.
we get those rockets, man?
We gotta stay alive for that next
I
time.
jumped with you to help, but I got him.
Yeah.
Rockets dead. Don't forget top mid.
I had to do it.
Done.
I don't know where they're at.
Oh, my jet ramp.
Mike, I think they.
One jet ramp. Two
Mike,
jet ramp.
Mike,
Two DMR.
Stay alive, stay alive.
I'm getting screwed. I'm gonna get rushed.
I got one.
Mike, I'm watching blue straight.
Yeah, watch my blue straight. I'm one shot. Don't die, Aaron.
One jet ramp. One at least.
Don't die, Aaron.
Yo, I'm gonna.
Don't die.
If they rush, I have to light shield.
Yeah, I'm here, Aaron. I'm here, Aaron.
One thing in a jet.
I'm here.
All right. Two jet. No one jet.
I'm here.
Nice, Mike.
Take balls
Nice.
here.
Jet. He's on the top of jet. He just fell.
Jet
Window.
it up, Mike. Jet it up, Mike.
Two dead.
I'm one shot. We got him.
Three dead. That's the last guy.
No, he's right
That's
here.
the last guy. He jetted. Go back
jet
down.
up.
He jetted back down.
All right, Ian.
To the bottom.
They have to get desperate. They have to get
He's coming up.
desperate.
He's coming up the ramp. He's coming
I'm
up
watching
the
the
ramp.
ramp. They have to get desperate.
Watch. Holler at jet ramp. Jet ramp, guys.
We got it. That's game. Nice. Good job.
Fucking right.
Good shit. 3 piece.
And there we have it, Maves. A match that we thought was going to go to the distance just ended in about 25 minutes.
Game I had no idea what I was talking about, apparently. And, you know, it's tough because they started out, I think, they were up 2-0 to start that game. They were up 3-1. And then at one point, I said, you know, just let them have this. There's like 25 seconds left. Just go for the next one.
It was the
Lock
E
up that
extraction,
fourth.
yeah.
And they just, for whatever reason, Classic just kept bulldozing into that extraction. They didn't get it. And what happened? They were all dead.
Well, you know, we sit here and we talk about it, right? But, you know, we've been there, we've been in that scenario. Sometimes it just gets away from you. It's all about obedience in that situation, right? Because it's like, we got to keep pushing, and then you kill one, and then it's like 15 seconds, you're like, oh, I got a chance, and then...
And it's hard for these top players because they're all so confident. They all know they're very skilled. So you just think in your head, like, we got this. But there are times when you just don't.
You just don't have it.
Go for the next one, lock up that fourth extract, because, like, the hardest one probably to convert once you have it set up is arguably that top one, if you get a good position. And that would have been the top arm. They would have probably had that locked up. All of a sudden, they're up 4-2, and 4-2 turned into